time, we'd like to call your attention to the importance of reading the illustrated card which you'll find located in the seat pocket in front of you. This card does contain important information.
Yeah! Pop off, pop off, pop off! And squeeze, take your top off! Walk through the purge, mask off!
I can have this opportunity to get to know you better. And okay, so we just go talk a little bit. So I want to start with how has COVID, you know, affected you, your social life, your businesses? What kind of impact did it have on you?
Okay. I definitely would love to answer that question for you, and I'm going to get to that. But thank you for tuning into ITLT TV. This is CerSire, the Lady Boss. This is your co-host, Shannon Kush Malone. You didn't introduce yourself.
My bad. You right.
Didn't.
Right.
You have to introduce
That's the
yourself.
First thing you have to. That's the first thing.
Introduce the show.
Absolutely right. All right. So, hello, I am Shannon Kush Malone, and welcome to ITLT TV. Did I say that right? ITLT. This lifetime. Yes, ma'am. We have the one and only Queen Lady Boss CerSire in the building. We are in here. We are, you know, getting to know each other a little better, and where you gonna start? How you gonna do this? We
Welcome to Columbus. It's going to be a free interview. You know how we do it here in this lifetime, right now, in this moment. So we thank you for tuning in. I want to thank the lovely Cassandra Malone for agreeing to interview me, agreeing to come to the city with me, you know, and it's just girl love, it's girl power, you know, CerSire, the Lady Boss, the king of queens. So I'm glad to have her beautiful self here in a part. She's been working with my podcast for a long time, actually. Like, we met in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes, we did.
So,
we did. We met in Arizona, and I will say she came to support me at my event while I was pregnant and all, and she stayed to the very end as well, and I salute her for that wholeheartedly. She was one, you and, yeah, you was the only one. You was stick hard.
Yeah, I was and Under came. Rest in peace to Under E.
Yeah.
We just buried Under E like
Thank you.
2 months ago.
My condolences for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
That was a good vibe.
It's been back to back.
Yeah, and we bonded because we both from the same state.
Yeah.
We in Ohio.
OH10, we sit right here in the heart of it all in Columbus, Ohio right now. Okay. You know, Miss Cologne, I am Miss Columbus.
Yep, we in Columbus, the city. It's a nice city too. So if you ever in Columbus, go check it out. Check out Easton Mall. For sure, for sure. And
Easton is something else today. Oh, Easton. I was thinking Eastland. We rode past Eastland today. I was like, oh my goodness.
Eastland
What happened to Eastland Mall?
So how was your transition though, like when you moved to Arizona from Columbus?
It was an easy transition for me. Like, I put in whichever company would accept my transfer, and Bank of America, Phoenix accepted me. I had to fly down, do my fingerprints and, you know, my background checks and everything, and I flew down there. I got the house like I got the car the next day after I flew out there. I got the house the day before I left.
Okay.
So I was out there for 8 days. On the 7th day, I got my house. I flew back on the 8th day, parked the car in the garage, you know, bought the car, parked it in the garage, flew back home, threw parties for my kids, you know, so they could say goodbye to their friends, threw a farewell party for myself. That was epic. Shout out to everybody, the whole, what was that? Refugee, no Bixby, where Corn-Fed Reds was at. I did my farewell party. I can't remember the name of the club. But shout out to them. It was packed out. It was a beautiful transition. I had like 4 days. I had about, 4 days to drive down there and start work.
Okay.
And so it was great.
You made it in 4 days from here?
Yep.
You was driving, you was pushing it.
We stopped, you know, we stopped at like we stopped 2 times. I made it there on the 3rd day.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh my goodness, because that's a drive. You know I drove.
Yeah.
That's a drive for sure. But
I've been back and forth multiple times because, you know.
How was it when you were getting to know everybody? Like I'm sure you started your businesses here and then had to transition.
Right.
You know, the businesses. So how did...
Actually, Arizona came to me because you remember the site Reverb Nation?
Mm-hmm.
So when I first moved to Buckeye, Arizona, I transferred my Reverb Nation from Columbus, Ohio artist to Buckeye, Arizona artist, and I was #1 for 3 years because of the work that I put in Columbus, Ohio, and abroad. So Justice, Respect the Underground, they were hitting me up. All these promoters were hitting me up. I got limos, like it's documented. You can see it on my Instagram, on my Facebook. They sent limos. I did a couple shows, but I stopped myself because I didn't come out here to do that right now. I came out here to transition, to write my books, to stop the music. You know, but it was cool. So they came to me, like I met Main Ingredient. Shout out to Main Ingredient from, you know, my Reverb Nation staffs and everything. A lot of very influential Arizona, Southwest artists, producers, promoters, and so.
So how many businesses you got currently?
I have Dynasty One Enterprises, which is the parent company to all of them. Shout out to Dynasty One Enterprises.
Dynasty One.
And I have ITLT Podcast, which is the podcast, the platform that we're on right now. Thank you for tuning in, liking, subscribing, sharing. Each one, reach one, teach one. Teach them bitches to like the real shit. Press like right there. So I have that, Dynasty, ITLT TV. You know, I have my novels, ITLT, In This Lifetime novels, Volume 1 and 2 is about to come out for everybody with the launch. And that's how one of the ways COVID affected me, but I'm going to tell you about that. Okay. I have Soul Sisters Foundation. It used to be Soul Sisters of Ohio, but now it's Soul Sisters Foundation. SoulSistersFoundation.org. Check that out. ITLTTV.live. Check that out.
.live.
And check us all out on Instagram, Facebook, and I got CERSIRE Productions. And you know, I also, you know, Dynasty One Enterprises is an umbrella company for a lot of businesses. I do music, books, film, like writing, everything.
That's like the umbrella and everything else.
All my babies, all my little babies.
Busy woman. So yeah, how did COVID and being quarantined and all that affect all your business?
It was great and terrible. It was great because I got to go, what is it called? Work remote, which I always wanted to do. So I got to work remote. That was great. I got to work for a lot of different companies to make a lot of good money, and couldn't go nowhere, so I was able to stack money. That's always good.
Right.
I was able to have solitude, soulless, you know, find myself without the noise, you know. And it was a beautiful place to be. It was scary. I was scared for other people, but I was in a blessed position to have time to go within.
That's good. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that for real.
Like I took some L's, like my studios and everything had to shut down. Like we were forced to shut down. I didn't do the PPP loans. I didn't do any of that fuckery. But yeah, it was good and bad for me. I lost a lot of people. A lot of my friends went crazy. A lot of things happened across America, across the world.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I was able to elevate. I knew it was coming.
I'm glad to
hear that. Says Revelations on it.
I'm glad to hear that for sure. And a lot of people, you know, it's affected a lot of people, many different ways. But to hear that you were able to still elevate through what a lot of people saw as a negative thing, you know, that's empowering and inspiring. And I'm, you know, glad to hear that for real. And so what would be like the most exciting thing that's going on for you right now in this moment?
To be alive is the most exciting thing. To not know what's about to happen the next minute. For her to be able to come, for everybody to be able to tune in, because I love life. Everybody that follows me, that knows my story, they know that I've survived a lot of things, and stage 3 cancer. So I love to be alive, and I make everything else happen. You know, as long as I have the breath of life, honey.
Amen to that.
I ain't worried about nothing else, because, you know, abracadabra, I create what I speak, you know, and I live life and I enjoy life. So what's next is what's next to come.
Yes, ma'am.
Because yeah, you can't tell everybody what's next. You know, stay tuned. When it's in effect, what's next for me is the My Body music video release. The song is out right now. We released it 8/8/8.
All over my body,
your entire life. And he has it.
all over my body. You wanna swim, baby? All over my body, baby. Come on, let's go swimming. all over my body. My body, you want somebody. Your body, deep inside me. Fulfill me, body. Thrill me, you lift me, body. Give me your take me, push me, pull me, you send me. Got body, my body. So deep inside my body. Feel like his body controlling my body. So good, so good, so big. Boss, I say yes, sir. When he say he won't, my body still on his body. All over water, he like to swim. I'ma make some waves for him. I'ma spend a day on him. Drive the boat and smoke with him. He gon' hit it like a lick, like the sinner that he is. So I suck him like a sickle, cause he eat it like a twist till I'm spilling in the middle, yeah. Whoa, trips the bed on the floor, down like hydraulics on the low. He told me to beg, so give me some more. He make it rain cause he turn me on. He tryna see how many waves the wop can pop. He tryna surfboard till I wipe him out. Leave him convulsing and comatose. He said he loved my body. The my body, you want somebody. Your body, deep inside me. Fulfill me, body. Thrill me, you lift me, body. Give me your take me, push me, pull me, you send me. Got body, he body, my body. So deep inside my body. Feel like his body controlling my body. So big, so good, so big. Boss, I say yes, sir. When he say he won't, my body's still on his body. All over his body. My body. Pound on my ass like his chest or some ape shit. My crown poise, queen of the jungle. That's on hoes, don't try, bitch. Superwoman, that dick is kryptonite. I'm with my low sweet kryptonite. 7-4 to the world, queen folk for life. Get it right like a stroke, it tight like his club. In the vault, in the bank. The fuck you think? Keep the pussy soft like chillin' mink. Cold as the BBs in the Cuban links. Ice drip on my body. Cold as the ice I drip on my body. That's rich bitch shit. Ride a baby like to swim. I'ma mix away. Body, you want somebody. Your body, deep inside me. Fulfill me, body. Thrill me, you lift me, body. Give me your take me, push me, pull me, you send me. Got body, he body, my body. So deep inside my body. Feel like his body controlling my body. So good, so good, so big. Boss, I say yes, sir. When he say he won't, my body's still on his body. All over his body.
Give me your body, baby. All over your body tonight. Damn, you're so fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, oh. Just what you make me say when girl. Come with that body, girl. Move it all around. Bring that body down right here. Ooh, your body right here. Your body so.
Next question.
Stream that on every platform: Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, Rhapsody, on and on and on. So yeah.
How was it working on that My Body project? Like how did that make you feel?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Like it made me feel sexy. I'm empowered. My daughters are grown.
Like out of all the songs and music videos you've done, you think this is like your biggest or like your favorite, or how, like what would you say?
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
You know, it's a sensual side of me. I'm not always in that energy, but I love the song. It's dope. It's creative. Me and Chris Notes. Shout out to Chris Notes. People don't know, you know, Chris Notes is a legend in R&B from Arizona. You know, he was signed to Busy Bone out of, you know, Ohio. So shout out to the Arizona-Ohio connection. And we just, I wrote the song, I did the song, I vibe, I pick it up here and there, and so he collabed with me. We recorded at Salt Mine Studio. Shout out to legendary Salt Mine Studio. Shout out to Brandon. And it's a beautiful thing. It's, I can't remember who I got the track from, forgive me. But,
do you write all your music?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How long have it, like, cause I'm sure, I know it's been a minute, but like how long? Like
probably like 29 years. My mom used to write my raps. And along the way, I've had input. Like my oldest daughter, you know, my kids were raised in the studio. I had a studio in my house. So she would give me input. Like I dropped the Go Dummo cover, or Gummo, it's called Gummo by the Snitch nigga. Yeah, I dropped the Gummo cover for the West Coast Mafia Wild Wild Southwest compilation track or whatever. So my daughter picked that out. She's like, do that song, do that. Yeah, that's dope, mom. You know. So I let my close ones critique me, but nobody writes my pen. Nobody co-writes me but God. But I'm open, you know, to creating. Yeah, with other people. So however, you know.
We're gonna have to work on something. We're gonna have to definitely collab and like get together in the future for sure. And I think I just had one more question. Yes, the going, because I know you mentioned like, you know, this is like your sexy track, the My Body, so, and you got a lot of hardcore music.
Yes.
So how is that transition feel? Like, how does that make you feel, like transitioning from hood to sexy?
See, my music wasn't just hood, because I've done gangster music, I've done gospel music, I've done conscious music. You know, I do wherever I'm at in that point in my life. In that lifetime, that's the music you're gonna get. You know, how I feel, what's real tomorrow. But in this moment, you know, I'm grown, I'm mature, I'm sexy, I'm single, I'm eligible, I'm enjoying life, life is good. And it's okay to talk about sex. In my younger years, I wouldn't, because, you know, I had daughters. Hey, you're not closing the curtains.
We're gonna keep it rolling, but I just had to.
I love it. But what's next is more creation, more creativity. You know, the more I prosper, the more my foundations prosper. You know, and getting more bags, and more bags.
More bags.
And maximizing opportunities. Yes.
I'm glad to hear it. I am here for all of it.
Yes, and I appreciate you.
Networking with you has been inspiring, for real. So to be here with you is definitely a blessing, and I'm glad we are able to manifest this.
Yes. Amen. Look. Manifest. Okay.
I gotta use that word for real.
Period. It is the truth, you know. That's all I resonate with, is the truth. So,
is there anything that you have to leave us with that you got? You know, I know you said that My Body, the video's coming out. Remind us one more time.
It's all out ready. Stream, like, share, subscribe, download, share with your friends.
Spotify,
critique
Apple
it, love
Music.
it, remember it, hate it, whatever. Just go check it out.
Just go listen to it.
Yeah.
Pronto.
So one thing I want to leave you guys with is where you at today does not dictate your tomorrow. I know I'm an inspiration. I always say, let me be an inspiration, because I believe we add to people's life. Either you're going to be an addition to someone's life or a subtraction in their life. And I subtract, demote, get rid of the dividers, you know, because the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, conquer, and divide. And I'm about peace and prosperity. We don't have to be negative to one another. And I enjoy life, and like I said, abracadabra, and a lot of things. And I'm a big manifester, because I am a child of the Most High God, Mother, Father, God. So I'm just gonna keep living life, inspire and telling the truth, stand on what I believe, and get money and prosper and build my foundations and grow forward and watch my family grow. Shout out to my team, Ada, Aurelia, Don Pierre, Abria, Aurelia Monet, Don Pierre, and Abria Sine, my babies, you know, the reason for my foundations. Oh, and Ada Island with the launch, I have 4 decks for those that's into the esoteric. For those that's into, it's with the butterfly, my novel. I can't believe I forgot all about this. My novel, The Butterfly Girl, which is this whole transition, what COVID taught me, you know. It's called The Butterfly Project. And so that's coming out. I couldn't stop with the books. So I did the cards and the decks, and to be able to go within. And because, you know, I've studied religion, people don't know a lot about me. Like, I was going to be ordained with prophet title. But I've studied religion. I'm on spirituality, which religion teaches, to have a relationship with God.
Right. So where do the tarot come into play with that? Because
I think tarot teaches intuition, which teaches you how to be one with yourself, how to be one with God on a different practicality than religion. And like when you think about religion, it came to divide and conquer, take from what was already there and make their thing, you know. So of course it's going to speak against what was already its predecessor, what was already before it, so it can gain dominion. And I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to learn whatever I want. So, and the Bible teaches that to study further, because it's just a compilation of other books and teachings. And people don't understand the beginning of the Bible. You know, the Old Testament is the Quran. So, people are so crazy. But study to show yourself.
I'm still learning. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still learning, but I'm here to learn. You're supposed to learn something new every day. So definitely gotta get more in tune with the intuitive.
Yeah, and I think nothing is wrong with it. Now, anything, there's a good and a bad to everything. Just like,
because a lot of people focus on negative things,
and that's where their energy is going to produce. If you a doctor can't get a cosmetology license because he didn't study under that practice.
Exactly.
So if you're putting your time and energy into a negative thing, you're going to produce the results of that. If you put your time and energy into a positive thing, you're going to produce the results of that. So get big, get right. You know, it's too late for anything else. You know what I mean? It's either or. Like,
that's why it's in this lifetime. Live in the moment, live for now. Don't worry about what nobody else got to say. You focus on the positive, what makes you happy.
Which I think stuck in my teeth, so.
It happens to the
best of us. And enjoy your life. Enjoy your life, honey. You got one life to live.
Enjoy it. Make the best out of it by all means. Yes.
And I just want them to stay tuned. So much to come. Make sure you check out my butterfly movement.
The butterfly, that's the tarot movement? The butterfly?
It's not just the tarot movement. I don't want it to be classified as that. That's just, I made some decks of my own once I stumbled upon it. It came upon me, just like other things, religion and everything else. And so, because I'm not afraid to challenge my gifts, I studied it. And it's a beautiful thing. And I'm excited.
Just manifest and prosper from it. And that's what it's about.
I totally forgot about that. So that's coming. Yeah, I'm trying to work on my 27 streams of income on it. That's going to be my great-great-grandbaby's wealth. So, I mean, what else there to do?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how successful would you say you are? Do you do that?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like at 1,000 because I'm alive. It's 2021. You know, I have such grace and mercy over my life. And so don't limit yourself to numbers. You are your own competition. You're your own worst or best everything. And so grow from there. Be one with yourself, because that's God. Be God body. And that be God body. Be God body.
In that being. That's what I say. Be that being.
Yes. And manifest. Believe in yourself. Like Yahshua said, and walk on water, honey. Walk on water. Yeah, and I'm still at, and I got the shit dropping called The Pain with Sibo, West Coast Mafia, and Killer Tay. I got them both, so toast to the both, toast to the most. I got the mob and me, so it's called The Pain. It's coming soon. There's a lot dropping, it's a lot. I worked through COVID.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Work hard and see the benefits from it, for sure. Like I said, you're inspiring, for sure. So I look forward to more of this.
Shout out to, oh my God, Miss Rhoda. Shout out to Miss Rhoda. She worked on the nonprofit organization that I worked on in Arizona, Mothers and Murdered Children, and the House of Helps. Beautiful project on the South Side. Shout out to her. Shout out to that organization. But Miss Rhoda always say, sprinkles, girl, sprinkle, CERSIRE. So sprinkle the world with good positive energy, guys.
Yeah.
Sprinkle.
And share a smile. I like to say that. Share a smile with somebody.
All the time. Yeah.
And shout out to the cameraman. Got a shout out to the
Slumlord
cameraman.
Studios in the building. We got Slumlord Studios in the building. We got Money and Memory Entertainment, Suave Rico in the building. We got Jovi in the building. We got Louise in the building. And it's going up. We got Miss Cassandra Malone in the building.
Yes.
You know, so we thank you here at ITLT TV. Thank you for tuning in, tapping in, turning on. What up? Grab your drinks, grab your blunts, and meet us back here after this segment.